Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be doing the ultimate glam holiday makeup look. I did do one last year that I was obsessed with a nice little ombre lip. So I'm going to link that in the cards and below to go check it out. I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm going to have to watch that after this. But we're going to start with a nice even base on the eyelids with an eyeshadow primer. Use whatever you got. You can use concealer. But then I did set it down with a little bit of a translucent powder just to have it nice and set. We're taking the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette, which is a perfect, I would say, holiday season palette because look at all those glitters. I'm going to be taking the shade You Rock, that nice cool toned gray, right into the crease to create a nice buffed out cat eye, smoky eye kind of shape. I do this shape a lot. It just really enhances the shape of my eyes. And because this is a cool tone, it's going to really enhance the warmth in my eyes because they're different undertones. When I was doing this makeup look, this eye is my good eye. We all have them. The eye that you can just do perfect every single time. And then this is my bad eye. It's a little bit more hooded than my other eye, I've noticed. And that really makes me struggle sometimes when I'm doing eyeshadow just because it is a little bit more hooded. It's a little harder for me to blend because of the texture and everything. But the good thing about makeup is if you mess up, you can just wipe it off and start over. And I always do get there. It just takes a little bit more patience and time to get it to where I want. This eyeshadow look is super simple and easy for the holidays because it's really only, I would say, 2 matte eyeshadows and then a glitter. So easy. And I do obviously do a winged eyeliner, but makeup wise it's very simple. That's what the perfect thing about the holidays is. You can really do very little and it looks like a lot. So you just add a little bit of glitter on your eye, some mascara, and a red lip, and it looks like you tried really hard. We're going to take a wet wipe and just sharpen up those shadow wings. You could also obviously use the tape trick to get really clean lines. I've been using all my tape for presents, so I don't want to waste it on my face. But yeah, obviously, as you can tell, I was really struggling there. I did get there though. We're taking a nice bright bone shade from that same Colourpop palette and popping it on under our eyebrow just to really lift them and brighten them. And then we're going to take that same shade and put it in our inner corner just to also brighten and lift the area to make it not look so dark and shallow. Next is the most glamorous little palette that I discovered during Cyber Monday and like Black Friday. Another YouTuber, Lauren May Beauty, she shared it on her community tab, and it's the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Fairy Lights palette. I didn't even realize all the names are Christmas themed, and we're using that shade Cracker, which is the most stunning sparkly silver I've ever met in my entire life. But yeah, all those are like Christmas themed and I didn't even notice it when I bought it. But these pressed glitters are so good. You don't even need a glitter base with it because that was just with my brush and it's definitely even more pigmented than that. So I do end up using my finger and this little brush to apply this little glitter just to make it a little easier on myself. I would put it on with my finger because it's like more intense that way, and then I would take the little brush to help shape it into the inner corner like I wanted to. Make it look like a little fairy lights sparkling on my eyelids. I was obviously very much impressed with this. It's so stunning. And I do go ahead and take another shade from that palette called Star, which is definitely more green based, and I just cater it towards the outer edge of that glitter just to add some more fun. And it shows up as green, but it's nothing like intense. So if you're scared of a lot of color, this will be good for you. It's definitely less, I would say the formula on these two are definitely different. This one is definitely a bit more metallic and the other one is a little bit more chunky, if that makes sense. But you can obviously see a little green, very cute. But you could leave it as that, but I am insane and I kept just piling and piling on that glitter. As you can tell, it got a little chunkier, but it didn't feel chunky, if that makes sense, because some glitters can feel kind of crispy and crunchy and painful on your eye, and these feel nice and smooth. Instead of the traditional black winged eyeliner, I went with this e.l.f. H2O proof Inkwell eyeliner that I swatched in one of my videos. The green would have been fun too since I have the hint of green, but I wanted to do the brown to be a little bit more softer than the black. And I also feel like it was very monochromatic with my eyes and my hair, and it looked really, really beautiful. And after I completed that eye, I popped over to my other eye and did the same thing. You know what's funny? This is my good eye, and I feel like my bad eye or whatever, the eyeliner always comes out better. Like, what's that about? Maybe it's just me. But the eyeliner did apply pretty well over that glitter. Obviously it's going over glitter, so it might be not as smooth as it would usually be, but it still looked good. This makeup look could be a vibe without lashes, but I will be adding lashes eventually. But before that, here is the little eye before I apply some mascara, and we're just using the Maybelline Colossal mascara. And definitely a nice lifting, volumizing mascara. And I wonder if they have a dark brown, because I feel like a brown lash with this would be very pretty. We're gonna go with this Kiss Lash Couture, this lash set, the Luxe Extensions. It's like a holiday edition. And obviously there's ones with rhinestones, which we could go for, but we're gonna go for something a little more subtle. And we're gonna be taking charmuse, which is a type of satin material. This one is charmuse. I don't know. Lighter, fluffier. And this one is velvet. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's just too heavy, and I want you to be able to see the eye look more. I've said this before, but my best tip to putting on eyelashes is looking down into a mirror so you can see where the band is sitting on your lash line. I've never tried that technique where you put it underneath your lashes so it looks more like lash extensions. I just know I'd get glue in my eye, and I did that once when I first started applying the lashes and I had to go to the clinic, and because I was in so much severe eye pain. We don't love that, so be careful. You don't want that. It feels like glass in your eye. But there are the lashes. These are stunning. I wish that they would sell the set without the glue, because I didn't need the glue, and so it made it a little more expensive. But now I have it. I'm not going to show you my brows because I've showed you my brows for a million times. So we're going to do a Julia Adams inspired brow intermission. It's a kitty intermission. Maybe I've showed this clip before, but it's cute. And it's a cat, so you're gonna like it. And there are the nice lifted, slightly filled in, more shaped eyebrows. I've been trying to like make it a little more low-key. We're going to be illuminating our skin with the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Illuminating Primer. Always an Optimist primer. It's nice and juicy and has a nice bit of like glow and shimmer running through it. And I just feel like that's very holiday, to be a little bit glittery, a little bit glowy, but I can't not blur my pores out a little bit with the number 7 Airbrush Tinted Away Skin Perfector. So I just add that to my nose, my T-zone, and onto my chin, just anywhere my pores are a little bit more visible. To even out my complexion, we're going to take the Maybelline New York Super Stay Skin Tint. It's definitely, I would say, more of my summer shade, but we're going to brighten it up with concealer later. But this skin tint is super long wearing, very hydrating, doesn't look cakey, and it really livens up my skin, but doesn't look too much like foundation. Like, you'll still see my little freckles, my little pores. Going in with the KVD Good Apple Concealer. I got this on my BoxyCharm, and it's definitely a little light for me, so that's what I like to use it as. Like I put it on my jawline if my foundation's a little too dark, and it also helps brighten up that under eye. I really like the tip on the applicator. It's like very squish and like plush. I always want to make a noise like boop every time I put it on, but it's very nice and hydrating. Doesn't settle in your pores or transfer or anything. And I was editing this clip right now. I noticed that I had foundation in my hairline right there, and it's gonna bother me. It's giving me the ick, but we're gonna ignore it. To set the face, we're using the Physicians Formula Baby Butter Banana Powder. It's from the Butter Babies collection. They did a few different renditions, but it's so cute. It has like a little kawaii face on the compact, and it smells like that traditional coconut scent. But it's yellow, and it just suits my skin tone really well. We're going to contour like normal with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio. I'm really getting on the pan of this. I should have picked up one during the sales they were having recently, but I didn't. I regret that. But I need to look through and see if they just have the contour refill, because that's really all I need. Give that winter blush. Your cheeks are all red and like aspen cheeked. I'm going to use that e.l.f. times Loser Fruit collection that they came out with this summer. I'll link it in the cards. That I already did something on this, and I just used that red shade. I was kind of struggling. I went a little too hard at first, and then I was really struggling to not like it look patchy. I think I might have forgot to set part of my face, and that was the problem because I didn't have that problem before with that palette. We're gonna go with this Lottie London frosted highlighter in Cinnamon Bun. I recently picked this up during the cyber sales because look at that. But oh boy, is this disappointing. I feel like it's definitely for you girlies who like a subtle highlight. Maybe I just need to keep trying it, but it was just not giving the glow. So I went in the Moria Beauty Dreamlight highlighter, and she brought the punch I was looking for. It's winter and we're all dry, so we gotta look glowy one way or another. For the lip, we're gonna go in with this Givenchy, the Rouge Deep Velvet Limited Edition shade in number 36. I saw Julia Adams again, just watched this on her video, and I was so fixated on it. It's the most neon red, which I think I might have a dupe for it. I'm gonna swatch it, but they accidentally sent me two for the price of one, and so I do have this duplicate that I'm not sure what to do with. I would kind of like to do a giveaway with it. Maybe once I hit 500 subscribers, I will give it away. But the formula was really beautiful and nice and matte and crisp and neon, but the packaging, for what you're paying for Givenchy, I expected something better than a plastic tube. Just saying. The Colourpop Luxe lipsticks, or the velvet blurs they have better packaging than this Givenchy one. But there is the completed fun, sparkly, glittery, ultimate holiday makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it and are so far having a good holiday season. I have some more holiday looks that I'm going to be putting out on my channel, so keep a lookout for those. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye!